Hi, good morning, good afternoon, and also good evening, guys, depending on whichever time of the day that you are going to come across this video. I'd like to welcome you onto my channel, guys. We are going to get into this Young, Famous, and African season 3. I know I did not finish season 2. Yeah, but what I decided to do now is just to watch one episode and then come back, one episode, and like that until we'll be done. So this whole thing starts off at Zari's wedding. Zari, who was married to Diamond, and who she also has kids with, and now she is getting married again with a guy who goes by the name of Ushakib, who is 33 years old, because on the show jokes were flying left, right, and center with regards to his age. Zari is 46, by the way. Yes, I did check that up on Google and stuff like that. I'm just getting my notes because I wrote everything down as usual. Okay, so yeah, Annie and them, they all had something to say with regards to his age. He is not 27 because, yeah, someone did say, Guti, the guy is 27 years old. I do not want to lie to you. The guy looks young AF. Yes, the age difference between them, it is 13 years. But he does look young. Hey, I think if he had a bit of inchebe, a beard, Nyana, he would have, looked like. Cause even Zari's son, the one who came and called Abu Nadin them to move to the other side, he looks older than this guy. Just in terms of appearance, you understand, because sometimes I feel like some people can get away with dating an older person um without them looking young, just ngokuthi bona they also look mhlambe ngathi mdala or something like that, but only to find out ukuthi that person is actually young. So yeah, man, it started at the wedding, yeah, in Gatin and stuff like that. Ufantana Betty, Ngati barbecue, and I know they're throwing some shade, and everyone, by the way, was just shocked. Uguti, why and how did we end up getting this invitation? Because they were all not in good standings with Uzari. So the nice thing is that they did pitch, they did come. Unfortunately, there's only we didn't hear anything about Kanyimbawo, and we did not hear Udaimoni unfortunately did not come, but we're going to get to that. So yeah, take me away from Diamond. Yes, shooting as they were sitting there was a time when Louis last season was trying to pursue Ufantana, but Ufantana was in love, and Ukechi ngathi ba-efa with uDiamond, and then yena wakhecha ke lapho, and vele she was just not hearing uLouis nje last season. Manje her having to say ukuthi no, take me away from Diamond. No, why should I take you away from Diamond? You chose to be with the Diamond, remember? So what do you mean, Guti? I must take you away from a Diamond. The thing is, some people think Guti, just because you once wanted them, they think Guti, you'll always want them. You are always going to be there waiting for them to, when they need you, you come and you take them away from their situation and stuff like that. And do I feel like she loves Louis? No, she does not. As much as she did say Uguti Louis is still trying to pursue her and stuff like that, but with the actions, I don't know. Yeah, but Fantana, you chose to be with Diamond, so I honestly do not see why should Louis honestly come and rescue you in a way. But Nano Gunya Foot, I feel like you still love Diamond, because even if Louis was to do that, I feel like he was actually going to be setting himself up for failure, because you still love that guy. You'd only want to be with that with him only just maybe to piss off Diamond, or to try and get over Diamond, Even Lewis did say good to when you told him good you do not want a soft guy, you're too soft for me, you want bad boys about diamond, and this is what you get. And girls do have this thing, yokuthi wena mina ngifuna umjito rough get a scandalous zola 7. They want that, and in the same breath, as much as they want that, they also want this bad guy to also be loyal, to have the qualities that a soft man has, in terms of ukuthi afuna ukuba nawe kuphela and treat you like this, that, and not cheat and all of that. Guys, you cannot have your cake and then eat it. I don't know what that saying means. I'm going to check what that saying means, but I know fita in all of this. So yeah. Another thing. Then there was a time when Naked was speaking with Shakib. Shakib. I would never put myself in this situation. Oh well, that's me. And you are you. I would never put myself in that situation. If I'm still questioning, Uguti, are you with your ex, regardless if it's your husband, father of your kids, or anything? If I am questioning that, I'm questioning, Uguti, are you still in love with them? If I still have to tell you, no, stop being all touchy, but we're not even going to get here in terms of us even getting married, unless it's just for the season, and then yeah, you know. But me not never put myself in that roller coaster, emotional, mental, what roller coaster, because now I feel like this guy is also setting himself up for failure. Why are you even taking things even a step further with even marrying her, if you're not sure Guti, are they still in love with each other, or Guti kwenzakalani? And on top of that, you even said it Guti, when they are together or they're doing these things, they're actually embarrassing you. So kukanjani? Or do you think Guti, once you've gotten married with her, or you married her, she's going to change? Some signs, guys, we see them very, very early. Amanye signs, we see them kusase kusakhanya kusenje ngale nkathi, we see all the signs, but unfortunately, as people, we just tend to ignore them, or we tend to think ukuthi doing something for someone will make that person stop doing what they were doing. It's like getting pregnant to keep a man, or njengaye this guy. I feel like, I hope it's not like that. Ukuthi he's marrying her in order to try and kinda feel like naye he's a husband, or more or less level ka diamond or something like that. I do not know. You understand? So yes, Zare and all of that has kids and all of that, but that's also another thing that you are also opening yourself up to. Good, now I'm going to be a stepfather of this and this, and it's also a lot. But just this, you questioning, Guti, is there something that's really going on? What's going on? Are you okay with being embarrassed for the rest of your life? What happens if it happens again? What are you going to do? I feel like even with such things, that's when even abuse even ends up tending to start happening. Because if a person sees all these things and does all these things, let me try and do this to make sure you no longer do that, let me try and do this, they eventually get to a breaking point where they even start getting physical with you, because they even feel like you are embarrassing them. And not only are you embarrassed, he's been saying this, but now you know that she's embarrassing you. Why didn't you? And then Annie was talking about Annie. I don't want to lie to you. The whole episode, she was just negative. Annie is a okay, I don't like her. She's negative, and everything they say about her, unfortunately for me, I'm just seeing it. Do make sure that you check it out now on Netflix. You'll see what everyone is saying, and yeah, she was talking about Lumshat alone is the same as hers, and Zari copied her, and yada yada. Yeah. Then Lewis also introduced. Okay, he didn't introduce, but there's a lady who happens to be Zari's friend, apparently, because she said, "Oh, Zari, my friend," and stuff like that. But these days, people use that term very, very loosely, so you'll never know. Is it really friend or whatever? But she's old. She's beautiful, has a nice body, as Nadia said, but she is old. Louis. Yeah. Um. Yeah. And then the kids walked in, guys. The kids were cute. The boy and Diamond's boy and girl. The one, the youngest. The one is 5 and 8 allegedly. Yeah. Yeah, Shim, they were very cute. I don't want to lie to you. And another thing that I almost missed in terms of best dressed, I liked how Lewis was dressed with the guys. And then with the ladies, I loved how Nadia was dressed. She was beautiful. Also, Annie was also beautiful. Fontana, I did not. I liked the hair, the dress. I just did not like it. It looked like a costume. I did not like it. Yeah. And Zari was beautiful. Oh, she was beautiful. I don't want to lie to you. I even saw Lewis licking his lips. Were like, you know, yeah. Uzari very, she's beautiful. She never misses the thing. She never does. I don't want to lie to you. I don't. So whoa. Yeah. And then the next thing, Annie wanting to address Nadia about her saying last season Uguti she's not friends with her, she's friends with Swanky. You know, if she's saying that, why are you being offended? If someone is telling you to awusumngani wakhe and when you took them as your friend, yes, that might hurt you, but you honestly should not be having any animosity towards that person. If a person is nice to you, it doesn't mean that they are your friend. That's why these days we end up being backstabbed by people or feeling like people are backstabbing or hurting us because we tend to make them our friends only to find out that person does not consider you as a friend. And if that person says that you are not their excuse me, their friend, guys, awusumngani wakhe enze njani? Because another thing, you'll also complain once people start pretending. So yeah, and even with her wanting to address that at the wedding, like I was like, is this the right place? And is this the right place for you? Any using a drum this season? Is this the, not that we are not here for it? Using a drum, like, is this the right place? And even with her compliments and everything that she's saying, even Ingana Gazari keep on looking behind to see or to show them good siyezwa and stuff like that. Was that the right place though? You, Mrs. So, I don't want to be embarrassed. I want to be respected. My family this, my family that. No, that was childish of you. And you, a person who likes calling people children. Nah. Another thing, why did you come back? You know, good, you are going to have conflicts with people and stuff like that. Now, why did you come back if you are still going to be referring to people as children? If you have a problem when before kind of eyakho bezofaka young, when before ngafaka young famous and African before found old famous and African bekufake nalabo abantu abagugile. No, young Boruzar. I don't want to lie to you. And then with if you invite someone to something, because that's what Annie said. If you are not my friend, why did you honor the invitation? If you invite someone, it doesn't mean that you're friends. It doesn't. At all. We are figures out now. You know? Yeah. So, and then Kifilwe came, we were also introduced to her. I only know her from, I've once edited a few pictures of, a picture actually, of her. Yeah, only know her from Instagram and stuff like that. So she's beautiful. She is beautiful, and yeah, and also with her walking in like that, it kind of did look like she is kind of still the shine a bit, but she wasn't best dressed. No, no. And another thing that I almost forgot to speak about was when Oeni arrived at the wedding and they greeted each other with the swank and stuff like that. Now she's complaining. I'm asking myself, aren't we over this? Are we still doing this? If he doesn't greet you, it's a problem. If he greets you, it's a problem. What do you want actually? Okay, now another thing, Annie making a speech. I was also nervous. Zara was nervous. Everyone was nervous. Everyone was like, "Oh no!" After everything what this woman has been saying about her wedding, now she wants to say something. And not only that, we know Gutifele, she does not like this lady, and they've been having conflict previous seasons ago. So her having to say something, oh no, oh no, everyone was nervous. And with her being saying all those shady negative things about her wedding, and then now you're happy for her. No, that's fake. Or is it that thing that women say that a woman is allowed to change their mind? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and also I don't want to lie to you with Ukifilu. He was wrong. He's wrong. If you are invited somewhere, is a word. Do not bring people, because you were the only person who was asked to come. And if you were not told about Indabazama plus one, you come alone. And as Uzari said, this was an intimate thing. So I guess you were only invited to come alone, not even bring your plus one. But you did, and you're still going to be addressed. Yeah, she did say. She did say that uzazokuxelela inyani ukuba ungubani yena. Yeah, Diamond did not pitch. Uzari separated Fontaine Mtatombekali. Fontaine was like Africa, Madagascar, the whole group. Fontaine, that was a bit shady. Ombega with Diamond, but Diamond never came. Next thing, Diamond is like he was not invited. I don't trust Diamond, by the way. I do not trust Diamond. He's a liar, and allegedly I'll say that I don't trust him. Yeah, he says he was not invited. Next thing, he wasn't invited the way that he was supposed to have been invited. Yeah, it goes back to what Ulentuzana said now. Ushakib Yoguti, what's going on between these two? Utu Taimoni, he can have his family within a blink of an eye like that, if he wanted to. Just Kanji, then he can have his family. Would I want to put myself in that situation? Why would I hate myself like that, Shakib? Why? Why would I? And even with Diamond said I would have bought them a present, given them a present, or even buy them a house. Huh? Which man would allow another man to buy them a house, most especially if that man is an ex-husband? Yeah, Delil. Yeah, Delil. And with him saying that you call me jealous on something that if I wanted, I could get you. Yeah. And then there's this part where Annie was talking when I was beating up with Fontaine, and then she was talking about when you fight with your friends, it ends up upgrading or improving your friendship because you know what they like, and all of that. She's lying. Why isn't their friendship better with Swanky? Why is she still holding on to what happened last season? Swanky uhambile wenza therapy and stuff like that. We still do not know good is he over that and all of that, but he did not say anything on this episode. But we know that Ueni is still holding grudges. Why? We understand you say that the things that happened, it was a lying and a voice note. Wasn't it a conference call, guys? So I don't understand Guti Kanjani said to Eni. Swanky said that he had a voice note of him or where he said that he heard what he said in that voice note. Last time I checked, I thought it was a conference call where Eni did not know Swanky was on that conference call, and Eni was saying all the things that she said. But in terms of what she's saying, Guti, when you fight with people, you become better people, or your friendship becomes better. She's lying. She's lying. Jack Pet. Namang. And do I feel like Unada? No. That it was not wrong. That it was not wrong. She was not. Yeah. And even with her having to even get to a point that she's calling Uswenki a rat and all of that, and comparing him to her husband and stuff like that, and saying that Swenki could get beat up in Lagos. At least now we know it. If something happens to Swenki, you, I'll say allegedly, but it's you have a hand. Lab. Yes. And it's Fontaine, I hope she knows, Guti, with what with her having to say Guti, she's going to tell Uswenki everything what Any is. This is going to start afresh. I'm telling you, Mngistro. Because even umuntu that I feel was wrong in this whole thing, it was Any. It was Any. She was. And could not admit Guti she is wrong. You understand? So, Ufantana, I hope she is aware that if she goes and does that, for the rest of her life, and it's a trait, but a witch. Yeah. And then Ukifilwe was hosting I don't know what was that event, because maybe about the rest of the group was not there on this episode. Maybe they're still going to arrive. Any arrived first and they started chatting and stuff like that, and Nadia then came. Nadia was furious. I love Nadia. I love Nadia. I love Nadia. I'm not here for her music though. I love Nadia. She was dressed beautifully. They were all dressed nice. I don't want to lie to you, baby. But I liked Nadia. She checked Ulentuzana, okay, and she did. And Nadia, you better check that Hall of Fame. I don't like in. And even with her having to say Guti, Unada is a kid, she's embarrassing her. Weren't you doing the same thing, Mshadwen? If you say Unada is a kid, since Umdala, couldn't you read the room, Mshadwen Guti? You're not supposed to be doing this. This is not the right place for you to be asking such foolish, effed up questions. Any? Nah, man. When are you just old, Inje? You're supposed to. I don't know why did they renew your contract. Okay, they renewed your contract so that you can come and bore us and give us a bit of drama, but I like it, and I like it for the pirates. So yeah, United checked her. She definitely did a very good job. I love United for that. Tell me what you think about this episode, and do make sure that you check out Young, Famous, and African. Sure.